We are assassins.
Alright, so what exactly was your role in the film in terms of the fight choreography? Because you said you came in kind of early on, right?
Yeah, so I just worked as a consultant. I unfortunately didn't get to go to Spain, but I got to work with a few like-minded stunt individuals, and we worked out some of the beats and the choreography for the project.
So what does that entail exactly in terms of like, did you get to work with the actors, or was it more working with the choreography?
More so with the pre-visual stuff. So anything that was caught at that early stage was more as a concept.
Right. Fassbender was kind of in on the ground floor on this thing, right? Like, he's kind of spearheaded it, right?
Yes.
So how involved was he? Because I know that he was one of the producers on the film.
He apparently does a lot of his own stunts, and I've heard good things, and that he actually did most of his stunts, most of the fighting per se, but of course all the large acrobatic things, that clearly wasn't the case.
Right. But did you get to work directly with him at all, or did you?
I didn't, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I hear that he's just a grand guy, so.
And as far as the film itself, you said you got to see it last night, right?
Yes.
So what do you think, because video game movies, as you know, they kind of have like a rough reputation. What do you think is special about this movie that might break that curse?
You know, I think that due to its cinematic value and just the direction of it, I think that it possesses a certain type of raw grittiness, almost like a Mad Max, essentially. And I found an appreciation for even the scoring and the music and just how it painted a picture. And to me, that's something that I've noticed that I love dearly. So, yeah.
So you think Justin brought a lot to it?
Absolutely, most definitely. He went above and beyond my expectations, and I can't wait for hopefully a second one.
So would you automatically be in on a second one? Do you think you would take on a greater role if they
Absolutely.
took on a sequel?
Yeah. If I wasn't working, the reason why somebody's falling.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
reason why I couldn't get involved as much is because I was working on another project in Morocco. So I would wish that I was able to do that, because that's something that I've been so passionate about, is being able to work and travel. But definitely, yes, if I had the privilege and the opportunity, I would definitely be involved.
What was the other project?
It was a smaller Italian American production called Game Therapy.
And just kind of get a little background on you. What other films have you worked on? How did you kind of get into this business?
Well, I've always worked as a conditioning coach for sports performance training and martial arts. I competed in martial arts and boxing for a number of years. And it was just kind of a natural progression. A lot of my teachers were involved in the stunt business, so I was already surrounded by that. And I've worked with guys like David Carradine. Currently I have clients such as Halle Berry, and the list kind of goes on. But it's been a really beautiful ride as of yet, and I love that I'm able to bring in my elements and anything that I've learned from past instructors and just kind of carry the torch.
How game do you find these guys, like the Halle Berrys of the world? How game do you find these guys to like jump into this stuff? Because I'd imagine there's some people, and I mean you don't have to name names, but I imagine
Sure.
there's some people who are a little harder than others. How do you kind of navigate that?
Well, you know, sometimes they just have this inner warrior spirit that you can clearly see from the get-go, and a lot of the time that drives my ability to take them to another level, because they're very coachable, and that's really what it is. It's to be coachable and to also have an open mind and to just have fun with it is really the most important thing, is having fun.
So you got to Mickey them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, yeah. And just in terms of like, because you said that you kind of mentioned this already, but what is like personally to you? Like, is it just in terms of the film itself? What's your favorite element of the film? Is it just the work the actors put into learning all this stuff?
Absolutely. It's that beautiful camaraderie, getting to witness Damian Walters break history with what he did. I mean, that was just unbelievable. And I've seen a lot of people attempt things like that and kind of chicken out at the last second. So my hat off to him. He's an incredible stunt performer and just an inspiration to actors and stunt performers alike.
And you're talking about the leap of faith, right?
Yes, sir.
How can you kind of go into the anatomy of what that stunt was exactly?
Well, from what I understand, it was done in a progression. So you had to first you know, they brought Damien to a specific height worth of a building, and he tried that, and then he moved on to the second progression, which is slightly higher, and then finally the actual 125-foot leap. And that to me is really smart, because there is a safe progression to it, and I think it was great on that end. They really dissected it, and I think they did it strategically. I can't wait for you guys to see Assassin's Creed in theaters, and just remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted.
I'm beginning to like this.